Hi everyone, so a long time ago I made a video where I drew out a bunch of different monster designs and then I got you to vote on which one I should make into a digital drawing. And it's been quite a long time since I made that video and I thought it was about time to make the final one. So I think by a long shot, number 2 one, which is the most dog-like one. It looks a lot like a dog just because it has 4 legs and a head and a tail. That's what basically, like, you know, 4-legged animals looks like a dog or a cat. It's like the most pet-like one, which is probably why I think it won. But I did like that one, so I was excited. Well, I would have been excited either way, no matter which one it turned out to be. But I was excited to make this one into a digital drawing. And once I got into it, like it took me a really long time, as you can probably see in the beginning here. I went through so many different sketches and poses and just like different ways of drawing it. And I knew I wanted it to be like kind of like angular and almost dangerous looking, but like mischievous at the same time. And it kind of automatically looks mischievous because you can kind of see its facial expression, like it has eyes and a mouth. So you can tell its personality based on the face, but I wanted the body to also kind of convey that as well. So I made it very angular and kind of like fluid looking almost. Well, some of the poses. And I'm not exactly sure like what this monster can do, like what its abilities are. It has bird feet, so I don't know what that would allow it to do, like maybe perch on branches and stuff like that. Like it can grab things. I was gonna make it have webbed feet, but I'm still undecided about that. I didn't end up making it have webbed feet in the end though, but I don't know, that might have been a cool addition, but as soon as I added the webbing in between the toes, it looked like a duck. It just looked really, really silly, so I decided not to make it have that. And I also kind of tried to look through the comments of what people said, and I tried to take some of your suggestions. I tried to use some of them when I was actually coloring it and like actually drawing it, and someone said making it kind of transparent looking, so I did one option like that. And I liked it, and I decided to do a couple other variations. So I don't know if it's necessarily going to just have different colorings like cats do sort of, or if like I'm gonna choose one that they'll all look like. I'm really undecided, but let me know in the end like which one is your favorite out of the 3 different colorings. And also each of them have a different pose, and I like this pose right now, like the one with his head up. I like that one because I think it kind of conveys the personality of the creature the most. And I had a lot of fun drawing this. I changed my brush settings to be a bit more opaque when I was doing the line art because I want to do this more often. It's almost like a New Year's resolution to work on my line quality. I think that's definitely going to be something that I want to work on more, just like not being so sketchy, trying to be more decisive with my lines. And I think this drawing was a really good first step in doing that because I made my brush a lot more opaque than usual, so each stroke was full opacity, so it was a big commitment. Of course you can always erase, but that way the line art was cleaner looking, and it was like less of a headache to color it in. And I decided to go with mostly flat colors, and I thought that looked nice with the overall design, and that way I just really like flat colors. I like adding in little like hatch marks almost. I just think it's a lot of fun to do. Like as you can see with the line art, I kind of added in those little hatch marks around where like things would bend, or just to kind of help define the shape of the object. So definitely I was thinking about New Year's, and it's always so underwhelming for me. It just feels like, oh, it's 2018 now, okay, here we go. Like it's just underwhelming. Like I never really do anything for New Year's. I just kind of sit at home. But I like to think of resolutions, and I don't really know if I necessarily stick to them, but I definitely want to just try to fill sketchbooks faster, just draw more overall. And I just don't know if that's gonna happen, but definitely in the summer it will. But during school, I don't know. But I do want to work on my line quality. It's just something that I want to do. That's just one of my resolutions. So let me know what your resolutions are, even if they're art related or not art related. It'd be cool to hear them. So the first coloring of the monster is the blue. The blue one, it's kind of like a ghosty looking transparent one. I just find it so funny how the legs look like bird feet. I just thought that was really weird, and I wanted to go with it. It's just so strange. And the second one is like red and white, almost like bone looking. I thought I really like this color palette for some reason. I don't know why. I just like the almost not quite terracotta, like almost like red brick red, I think that's what you'd call it. Just like a burgundy color. So someone suggested burgundy. They wanted like the feet to fade into blue from burgundy, but I tried that. It didn't really work the way I wanted it to, but I wanted to make this one burgundy because I like burgundy. It's one of my favorite colors. Like burgundy and purple and blue, I think, are my 3 favorite colors. And the last one I wanted to make green because I thought it would kind of look good next to the red one. And the blue one, it would kind of like, green is close to blue in the color wheel. I thought it would look nice, but I just couldn't find a color combination that worked. Like I couldn't decide what different thing I wanted to do with the third one. I was trying to add little like angular triangles on it, or to make its patterning be very like geometric. But in the end I went with like a black and white sort of theme, but you'll see all the different colors I tried exploring when I was making it, and I went through a lot of different options. And it was fun, but I was just like, this one took the longest for some reason. But once I went with the black and white thing, then it went a lot faster. And doing the flat colors was just so much fun, and it made it feel so much more finished than it usually does, because you might notice a lot of the time when I draw things, they kind of come out looking really sketchy because I just don't have the time to refine things. I like to leave things as kind of unfinished looking because I just don't have the time. But doing flat colors like this makes them look finished, and I have the time to do that. And it also helps with your like precision and your line quality, which I want to work on. Just being more precise with things and not having to erase so much is something, I keep saying this, but it's like one of my goals. And I'm not sure exactly what these monsters are made out of. Definitely the head is kind of like a hard shell, almost like an exoskeleton or even bone, and the feet are kind of like that as well. They're really like bony, kind of like bird feet, and I would imagine they have some kind of like leathery skin, or they could have fur, but I didn't draw any of these guys with fur. They just have kind of like skin on them, like maybe like a tough skin, but I would imagine they are a bit furry, like they have fur on them, especially the red one. I think that one looks more bird dog like. It's kind of like a dog dinosaur bird thing. I don't know. It was a lot of fun. I did really enjoy myself drawing these. It was so much fun, and I want to do more things like this that are just kind of like simple flat colors, because it's just fun. I keep saying that, but I did really have a lot of fun doing this. And I kind of waited too long to make this video, because I said I was going to do it in a couple weeks, and I think it's been over a month since I made the original one, where I got you to vote on which one you thought I should make into a digital drawing. And another goal, another resolution that I really want to do is to learn Photoshop, to actually learn how to paint in Photoshop, because I've only used it to do like graphic design stuff or like typography type of stuff. I've never actually painted or drawn in Photoshop before, so that is definitely a resolution of mine, and you'll probably see some upcoming videos where I use Photoshop. I really, really want to learn it, because I'm going to be using it at school, and I want to be able to use both programs. And Photoshop has a lot of advantages that Tool SAI does not have, but of course, like, I'm gonna find it so hard to not use SAI. I just really, really like it, and I know it so well. I've been using it for so long, and I have all my brushes set up just the way I like them, and I know all the shortcuts and all of its like quirks, and it runs really well on my computer. And Photoshop doesn't run that well, so I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to successfully use Photoshop, because it's actually a lot slower than Tool SAI. So let me know which one is your favorite, which coloring, and if you think these should just all be the same creature, they just have different kinds of coloring that are possible, or if I should choose one and they should all look like that. I'm kind of leaning more towards just having them all look different, but I don't know if that's kind of cliche or not. But let me know which one is your favorite in the comments, and what you thought of this video, and your New Year's resolutions, your art resolutions, goals you have for yourself. Don't put too much pressure on yourself though. Don't set too high expectations. Just try to think of something reasonable that you will be able to do, or don't even set them at all. Some people don't set any goals because they don't want to disappoint themselves. They know they won't meet their goals, so they don't want to like have those expectations. But let me know if you have one and what it is, and especially if it's related to art. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun drawing these. I'm going to be posting them on Instagram, so make sure you go follow me on Instagram too. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.